Excuse the shaky cam, ladies and gents, I do apologise. I'm just going to show you around the camp. I turned up today to do a video and this is what I've been invited to. So you may recognise this area from a lot of the videos that I've done in the past for the channel. That was a lovely oak tree that stood around 25 foot tall. Now it's on the ground over there. Someone has hacked it to bits. There is absolutely crap everywhere. Bottles, tins, barbecues. I spent 3 days, absolute years ago, about 7 years ago, making this place nice. 3 days carrying out crap. I've not been back here for a good 9 months because of the weather, and if you do follow the channel, as you know, that stream at the bottom, it does swell and come up to this area, so I've not been able to get up here for the last, say, 9 months. But when I have decided to come back today, this is what was waiting. And I brought no bags, so there's not a lot I can do. I'll probably move some stuff aside and try and cut this tree down a bit, move it away, but this will be officially, ladies and gents, the last video done in this area, and it is a massive shame. So apologies for today's content, guys. What was going to be a showcase of my new Air Arms S410 TDR has now turned into a bit of a rant video and a massive, absolute gut-wrenching disappointment turning up to this location. What do these people get? What do they gain? And how do they benefit from creating? They've not created anything, have they? They've just made an absolute mess. Irreparable destruction. I mean, even if these people were educated, you know, to learn a bit about what we love so much, would it benefit? Would they actually benefit from it? Would it make a difference? I don't think so. I think the individuals that are capable of this sort of damage are the kind of individuals that were probably dropped on the head as babies, didn't get enough mummy cuddles when they were babies, because their brain is just damaged, literally. I have had some absolutely amazing times in this area. I really have. Some great videos, witnessed some great wildlife, and it's all gone down the shitter. Sorry for swearing, guys. I've just found some that they haven't wrecked. As you know, we've done a few camps here in this location in the past, ladies and gents, and sometimes I'll build things just to leave them up in the trees so they're ready for my next time coming. The last thing I hung up in the tree here was my adjustable pot hanger, and that is safe and untouched, which just tells me whoever did this couldn't see the wood for the trees. I might take this with me as a keepsake, take it to another camp. I certainly won't be coming back here. Nails have been hammered into pretty much every tree on this side, and they've used what looks to be black tarpaulin as a shelter. So I'm going to say this is it's got to be young kids, young adults. The biggest kick in the bollocks, I must say, is the young oak, which was the only one in this area. The rest of it is pretty much older. Hawthorn, we have a big ash at the back, lots of elders. This was the only oak here. I used to tie my tarp off from this, sometimes the hammock, and in the summer it had a really nice, really pretty canopy that went over, pretty stunning. And now it's laying on the ground down the side of me here. And the worst thing is it was just budding as well. Cheers guys. One thing I can always rely on, a good coffee in the woods. Just found my bird hangers hanging up in the tree still, so they haven't touched them. Whether they've seen them or not and just ignored them, I don't know. But it would seem I am running out of areas to camp in my local area. The first camp was just over the back of this hill. Over the side is not an option anymore, since that young female girl's body was found buried 10 feet away from where I was hammocking. So I can't go there anymore. I'm scared. And this place is just a massive write-off now. Even if I clean this up and put it back, this is the second time this has happened now. They do say better to have loved and lost than to have never have loved at all, but still massively gutting. I've got some really good connections with this place, some really good memories. So guys and girls, it is time to close the chapter on this location. Again, I'll never forget the time spent here. Had some absolutely fantastic times. There was that time I stood over there, and that other time I sat there as well. Good times, good times. I need to make light of it guys, because if I don't I'll just cry all over the camera and wet my lens, and I brought no wipes, and just absolutely diabolical. I want to cry. I'm going to go home and cry my missus, and she's going to give me massive hugs and make everything better, and a lovely milky coffee. Right guys and girls, I am determined to end this video on a positive note. So since I did come out to show you my new air rifle, I'm going to give you a sneak peek now. I'm not going to go too fully in depth on it because I'm too upset, and this warrants a video of its own. So this is my new sexy beautiful air rifle, and I know there's those amongst you that do appreciate a lovely piece of engineering and a lovely engineered air rifle. So this is my S410 TDR, which denotes the takedown aspect of the rifle. This can be taken down into 3 parts. So the butt comes off, and the silencer, which is an A&M Twink. It is in .22 flavour. Not my desired calibre. I do prefer a 177 for the flatter trajectory over a longer range, but this one is now zeroed into around 30 metres, and I won't be taking anything after that sort of distance anyway. The rifle is paired up with a PAO 3-12x44 IR side parallax scope. This is the SWAT model. I think it is more of a budget scope, but the optics on this are crystal clear and I really enjoy using it. We have red and green crosshair, and again a fantastic scope. The rifle carries a 10-shot rotary magazine which slips just in the side here, and as you can see we have the S410 Air Arms branding. The rifle is a British made rifle. As you can see there, it has a beautiful walnut stock. It has capacity to hold 2 magazines in the butt. I will show you the magazines closer in a minute. I think I'm going more in depth on this than I wanted to. But there is a lovely benefit to this rifle amongst the other ones you can buy. So normal S410s come unregulated, and you'll get 40 shots per fill on the tube. On this one, this has been regulated. As you can see on the bottom here, this is usually the fill gauge. We now have the fill gauge on the front without pointing the rifle at the scope, just here. So we now have the fill gauge on the front, and this is the regulator gauge. So shots per fill on this now, we're looking at around 100 to 110, and it is absolutely bang on, pellet on pellet. I just want to thank you guys if you've managed to stop to the end of the video. I know it isn't much of a video today, I do apologise, but I just need to make you aware of this, and this isn't an isolated incident. Again, I can walk around these woodlands here and you'll find mattresses, discarded tents, tyres, absolutely everything, and it's becoming way too regular. And I see on your guys' posts on Instagram, places like that, where you've had camps, someone's gone in the same and just destroyed it for no reason, and it leaves us with a bad taste in our mouths, and then it tars us with a brush, the same brush as everyone else, that are causing this sort of destruction, making it difficult for us to find places to go out and do, you know, what we love. And I don't understand the mentality of these people, because this is free. It's free for us. It's the only thing in the world now that is probably free. Everything, it's hard enough to live as it is. Everything costs too much money now. This is the one free thing we've got to do. Oh bollocks, I'm rambling. Anyway guys, I brought a target, so I'm going to make the most of today. I'm going to do some plinking, probably have another brew, wrap up, and I will see you again for the next one very, very soon. So until then guys, thank you very much for joining me for today's video. Until the next one, you stay safe, and as always, stay crafty. See you again. Bye bye. Target's around 22 metres away. Safety off. Firing. Incredibly accurate. The gun is probably more accurate than I am, especially standing. Miss. We've got a nice big backstop there, straight down into the gully. And we're out. Safety on.